Montalegre is one of the two municipalities that comprise the region of Barroso. The mountain is lined with floral scents. The Peneda Gerês National Park divides Spain from Portugal. Montalegre is the most northern point next to Galicia, Spain. There are many rolling mountains that dip into the sweet valleys. Welcome, GlobeTrotter. I'm Jon Haggins. I'm here in Portugal. It is so exciting to return to this great destination. There's so much to see. And this is a very special region. I'm here with a new friend. I'm so excited because, you know, not only you're a friend, but you are really a very special person in this region because you're a veterinarian.
Yes.
And it's Nuno Justo, and he is the newest friend here, and you know he's going to talk about this region and also the fact that there's mining, a history of mining here.
It used to be like a city. There were thousands of people here.
Well, it's more of a
now,
village. More
yes,
of a village.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of abandoned, but it's going to. We're trying to restore it now. It's going to have a life of its own again.
And there's so much history here, which is
yes,
great for people
definitely.
to come and see.
Definitely,
You
much
know,
history.
Exactly.
Yes.
And dating back to the First World War, when they did
Even earlier, when they
than
started mining, they found metal here, wolfram. Here we are staying in a facility used to melt the wolfram coming from the mines, and this wolfram was to be part of a mixture made with other metals and then be melted. They were used to produce compressed air, and this compressed air was used for two things: to allow the drilling inside the mine. It was forced to drill, and it was also used to ventilate inside the mine. We have four main engines, big main engines to produce compressed air. They are unique in the country. These are the only ones that existed. They were installed in 1904. The tungsten iron that is produced today in Portugal is exported for Canada and the USA. Mine was closed in 1986, but now a Canadian company is doing research here to see if it's possible to reopen it. Inside this facility there will be some machines that will recreate the sounds that the compressors made. 100 years ago, or more or less, this old mining town was used to extract a metal called wolfram. And the main objective to the extraction was to fabricate guns, arms, and bullets, and even tanks, war tanks. 20th century, this little town had thousands of people. This looked like a big city, a metropolis. We have natural parks, we have dams, we have horse rides, we have boat rides.
Portugal has so much to offer, and I am so excited again because here I'm discovering adventure, culinary. My heart is full, my stomach's full. What else can you ask for? This is Portugal.
Yes, and we're definitely a place to visit if you want calm, tranquility, and if you want a destination to be with no stress. We're definitely the place for you to visit.
I feel very relaxed here. This is really great. And what I love is the fact that you have the 5 museums, so you can go from one to the next, and you really discover what it was like during that particular period in history. And you're bringing it back so that people can really relive the experience.
Yes, we're trying to renovate this particular town, mining town, in order for people that come and visit us.
And what is the name of the town so that people will know in the future?
Borralha. In Portuguese,
you
Borralha.
You do it better than I. Borralha.
Yes. In English, I don't know.
I don't know either. The people of Montalegre are very hospitable, and it's a peaceful destination with lots of adventure and history. Montalegre is a historic village with narrow cobblestone streets.
We're also a country, a region of good meat. In my professional opinion, being a vet, I think we have the best meat in the world.
The freshest?
Yes.
Right off the farm?
It's said, I never saw it, but it's said that we provided meat for Queen Victoria in London.
Wow.
back in her age.
That's impressive. That's
So
very impressive.
that's one other reason to visit our region.
Let's go and take a tour.
Oh, definitely.
There are many cows that parade along the narrow cobblestone streets, and they stop to quench their thirst. Locals collect water for their animals. The dam provides energy for the village. The local firemen treated us to a cruise on the calm lake, and then they surprised us with local treats and, of course, great wine. A beautiful village sits at the edge of the lake. At the other end of the lake is a dam. Be out here on the lake and you've got a dam, which makes electricity.
Yes, here you can make many things. You could swim to visit the village, all the villages that are very beautiful over there.
Right. Do they jet ski on the water as well?
Yes, in the summer. In the summer.
So it's a very active lake.
Yes, very active. Okay, you can go to the village and to drink and to eat something traditional of our region. Okay, in all of the village. Okay,
which is fantastic.
Yes, but you can use fishing here. Okay,
and you have good trout.
Yes, good trout. The quality is very good. Okay,
oh, yeah.
Very
fresh
good.
trout.
Fresh trout. Yes, the quality is high.
The best.
Okay, the best. Yes, it's the best.
I love it. I love the whole experience of being out here. And you know, it's also, whenever I feel like, when I'm on water, I feel like, wow, I have really learned to relax.
To relax, you can be here to relax.
Peace.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
We are 5 minutes to Montalegre.
Right.
And come here and to talk with everybody and asking what you want to do. And there are many things here. Okay.
You know what I love? The people here.
The people, they're very friendly. Okay.
They're beautiful too.
Yes,
they have a good heart.
Yes, the people is very friendly. Okay. What you need, they.
You know what they say in Brazil?
Yes.
Grande coração. A big heart. Snake bar. Here's the snake bar. Montalegre does not produce wine, but they certainly drink it. You know, when I think of Portugal, I think of the great wines, I think of the vineyards, I think of all of these wonderful culinary experiences. But, you know, you have so much history here, which I think is the thing that people need to come and explore, because there's so much that Portugal has to offer, and this region is so very special.
Yes. If you like nature, the best site to come and see and explore.
Modern windmills sit high on the mountaintop. Montalegre is a municipality in northern Portugal, and it's located on the district of Vila-real, along the border with Spain. Windmills are perched on the apex of the mountain that divides Portugal from Galicia, Spain. The mines are being renovated so that you can do tours in the mines, so you can actually have that experience of going back in history and seeing what people have developed over a period of time.
Yes, we're trying to renovate the entire complex. The facilities over the ground, up on the ground, and underground.
Montalegre is a quaint village with lots of shops and history. If you want to discover a peaceful, historic region, you must visit Montalegre, Portugal. With its rolling mountains, plains, freshwater lakes, adventure, sports, historical villages, and friendly people, and let's not forget the best cuisine. Lunch is a combination of fresh beef and local produce. This is a beautiful day here, and you know, you were telling me that soccer and the other sports are not popular or as popular. You'll get maybe 10 people. Tell me about the bullfighting here.
Yes, our typical sport here in Montalegre is the bullfight.
Yeah.
It's a sport in the years ago, it was done. The bulls fight everywhere. With a space
on the street, anywhere.
They would fight wherever there was a little space,
right.
enough for them to fight.
Right.
Now we have special arenas made purposely for these bullfights, and this is the sport that attracts
everybody.
Crowds.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Everybody wants to be wants to see a bullfight.
Right.
Especially in the summer, we have thousands. I can say thousands of people seeing these bullfights.
But it's different from the bullfight that we're familiar with, like in Spain and Mexico. There is no matador.
Yes.
What you have are just the bulls fighting, and the winner stands up, and the other one runs out of the arena.
Up.
And,
what we encounter here is a big.
No one dies.
No. It's very rare for a bull to die.
Yeah.
What we have here is an encounter of two males.
Right.
With a lot of testosterone.
And the one that's strongest wins.
The strongest usually wins.
Yeah.
Or the one with the horns better shaped or better prepared, sharper.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the main event here in the summer are the bullfights.
And what do? They hook horns and
yes.
Do they ever tear the horns off?
Oh, not occasionally. It can happen.
So it's quite dangerous, even so, without the matador.
Yes. It's dangerous for the animals themselves.
Yeah. But fortunately, you're not killing the animal, and I think that's that's really a good thing.
A bull can fight today, and even if he loses, he can fight the next month again.
Right.
When he goes to die, it won't be because he lost. It will be because of the age.
You know, this is really unbelievable. This is the real size of the bulls. And this sculpture represents this region, and I'm so excited. It's a very hot day here, and I'm burning up. I'm on my way to the Eco Museum for a history lesson. I am so excited to continue this journey through the valleys, through the winding roads, the lakes, the dams, the historical homes, and we're at the Eco Museum. And tell me exactly where we are.
Yes, John. Now we're at the headquarters of the Eco Museum. This is where it all started. 10 years ago, an idea was born to create something that could represent
the
history of the region. And this idea grew bigger and bigger, and now it has 5 branches all over the region. You know,
Fantastic.
This is the main building. The headquarters is where we are now. It all starts here.
And
all activities start here.
Right, and each actual branch represents a different facet of the region.
Yes. They are located, strategically located,
right.
And each branch represents the particularities of the place where it's located.
Right,
you know?
Like the gunmetal and so forth.
Yes.
Exactly. This is unbelievable. Let's go inside the museum and see some of the treasures that you're offering. You know what's so surprising about this region is it's very historic, and what is incredible about this museum of Eco is the fact that everything is interactive, which is very modern. It's really a great surprise because, give me a demonstration, as a matter of fact, Alexander.
All the people come here and then can take information about all the region, okay? And our traditions. Here you can see all the things that we can do and that you can see here in our region, okay?
You have animals,
you have
farms.
Landscape, farms, okay? The most people here works in the agriculture, okay? But you have many things to do and to see here, okay? The rivers, the mountains, the landscape, the people, all the people.
You know what's really nice is they have a passion about what they're doing.
Yes.
And that's very important.
Yes, they like what they are doing, okay?
Exactly.
You can see all of them, okay?
This is so modern.
Most of the people here working are farmers.
But can they get this on their website?
Yes, www.ecomuseum.org. You can see also photos, okay? And information also.
The older people have stayed in the village and they have maintained their traditions. What about the younger people? I know at some point they must have moved away for opportunities, work opportunities and so forth, but are they coming back to the villages now so that they can learn and be a part of the whole tradition and culture?
Yes, it's true what you are saying, okay? A lot of people and young people are coming again to our region. All the odors that we can find here in our mountains, okay? You can smell here. These flowers you can find here in our region, okay? Here you have the description of this flower, okay?
Right.
This flower is menta, okay?
Right.
You have explanation over there.
Beautiful
okay?
fragrance.
Okay, yes. If you can see these flowers and all of these odors in our mountains, okay?
Right.
And
do you make perfumes from this?
yeah, from this one, no, but in the other one, yes. From this one you can make a perfume, okay? Okay, this is mousse of three moss, and the
Musk.
yes.
Right.
You have a description over there, and you make a perfume like with this.
And they use musk as one of the bottom things for the oils anyway.
Yes, also.
Yeah, right.
All of them are properties, okay?
Exactly.
For the health also.
Exactly.
With this one, we made a honey, okay? With this flower.
Wow.
The name is in Portuguese, urz, and we make a honey, okay? Very good for our health, okay?
Oh, yes, yes. It's good mixed with your favorite drink here, too.
Yes, queimada.
Queimada.
Queimada, yes.
That's very funny.
You can see over there.
Yes.
This is the urz, okay? The flower
right.
that gives these properties, and we made some honey. It's very good for our health, okay?
It's very funny. The word queimada in Mexico is a pyramid. Mm-hmm. So it's from many thousands of years ago. So when you said queimada, I'm thinking, you know, it's amazing how a word is translated differently in a different region.
Yeah. You should come next month to see what is the queimada. When we made the queimada, okay? Okay. The most important party and festival that we have here in our village is the Friday 13, okay? It starts at 13 and finish all day.
It's a full 24 hours.
24 hours, yes.
But it depends if you have, for instance, this
year there are only one Friday 13, okay? Next year, for example, there are 3, okay?
Oh, how exciting. So people come from everywhere.
Come a lot of people from our country and the other countries come to the party.
Because it's well known.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go in. Now tell me about Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th started 30 years ago, 20 years ago with this person and the people of here, of our village, okay? Not a lot of people. 20,
it was
40, small,
right.
But nowadays we have 30,000 and 40,000 people to come to the party.
It's very famous.
Very famous, okay.
And he's the priest.
He's the priest.
Who started all of this.
Yes, started all of this, yes.
So he's a very important man.
Yes, he's the most important man of our region, I think. From the festival and the region, okay?
Fantastic.
When is Friday 13, we have here a big party, okay?
And where does
a lot of people from all the Portugal and Spain and the other countries.
But where does it happen? In the middle of the square? Or does
in all of our town, yes.
Just on the streets?
Yes,
everywhere.
in the streets and in the Costa also.
It's like a carnival in a sense.
Yeah,
you know, with the costumes and
all the people,
festivities.
Yes, festivities, yes.
And everyone drinking wine and having a good time.
The queimada, all the people drink queimada in the end of the party, yes.
What is queimada?
Queimada is a...
very strong liquor.
Yes,
very strong liquor.
Yes.
So they feel very, very good.
Very good, very good.
So they're doing it the old-fashioned way.
Yes, traditional, okay.
I love this interactive screen.
You can take all the information about our region, our village, the people, and what they do,
how they live.
How they live, yes.
It's a whole culture.
Yes. In this interactive table, you have an explanation of that objects are over there, okay? We have information and photos also, okay?
I love it.
This one, the name is cross in Portuguese, okay? And the farmers use this kind of costumes to protect to the snow, okay? For example, you see the agriculture go to the mountains with that, okay?
Because it gets very cold.
Very cold here.
Yeah.
We are here in
High
our
in the
town,
mountains.
1,000 meters, okay?
Exactly.
The mountains, 1,300 meters, okay?
Chasing wild ass. It's not what you're thinking. It's a narrative of my travel around the world. I have interspersed photos and recipes to whet your appetite and allow you to dream, discover, and rediscover these great destinations. The title came about while I was in Kutch Wild Sanctuary chasing jackasses in India. Chasing wild ass is adventure, it's culinary, it's history, and it's a lifestyle with a bit of humor to spice it up. Chasing Wild Ass, the book, is more than 500 pages exploring the world. Remember, my world is your world. So get up, get out, and travel.
My name is Nuno, and I'm a veterinarian. This is a house that it's located in the region of Barroso, Concelho de Montalegre, Portugal. It was a typical old house owned by a rich farmer. This is called the captain's house. This was an old house from a rich farmer, one of the richest around, and this is the lowest area. This was where the animals used to sleep. They slept in some over there, and this was where they were fed.
Deles é que este tem reforços em metal.
These cars were used for labor. Animals used to push them, right? They are different because the one in the back is local, it's original from here. This is a piece of clothing used by the farmers in the winter. It's made of dry grass, and it's put together, the grass is put together in such a way that it doesn't allow the water to get in. The winters here are very hard, and they used this to protect themselves throughout the winter. Okay, it was cheap to make, and because it's made of grass, it's something they could just collect from the fields, and it's very warm in the winter. Anciently, they used to protect themselves this way. Okay. These devices are made of cow horns, and they are used to support these special stones, which are themselves used to sharpen the blades of the farmers' devices. Cow horns that are hollow in the inside, and they are used to support these special stones, which are themselves used to sharpen the blades used by the farmers to cut the crops. They used to put it inside like this, and then they could carry it around in their belts. Okay. This was a room used to store food, the food that would be used throughout the winter. Okay, it's like they used to gather food during the summer, and so they could, since the winters are very hard here, they could eat throughout the winter. These devices were used to store olive oil. Okay, this is a device used to pull cars with loads on top. They used to put two cows together with this device. The head of the cows went here and here, one each, and the front of the cars entered here. And then they pulled it, and the cows used to pull the cars with heavy or smaller loads. Okay, the breed of cows we're talking about is the Barrosa. It's called Barrosa. It only exists in this region, in the world, and its main features are the long big horns that are here. This is a room specially used to store old costumes that were used by the farmer and their family. There are several costumes because in each day or each work they would use different costumes. There's a costume for work, and there are others for Sunday, others for going to church. They would use different accordingly to where they were or what they were doing. The wine was poured inside through this hole, right? And then it had this tap. It would be throughout the winter it will be here, and then to take her out, this is the cup used to collect the wine before each meal. The farmer or someone, or the farmer's wife, would come here. They would collect the wine over to this cup, and then this would go to the table, and they would serve each one with these cups. This part of the house was used as a kitchen and as living room altogether. The farmer, at the end of the day, the farmer, after working in the field, the farmer would come here, and with his family they would eat all together, and after eating they would go to another part used as living room, and they would stay there by the fire talking to each other for a couple of hours before going to bed. In the winter, almost every farmer used to kill a pig or two to eat throughout the winter, okay? And since there were no refrigerators, they used to store the meat here. This is made of stone, so it would be cooler, and the meat would be stored here with layers of salt. There are several customs because they would use different customs accordingly to the day of the week and the work they were doing. There would be a costume to work, another to go to church, another for Sunday, wherever. They were made of different materials that included wool or leather. This is an ancient weaving machine. It was used to make costumes, to fabric costumes, okay? The threads would be put here, and this device here would be used as a shuttle to go from one side to the other and back and forth, so the fabric would be completed then.
Some of the freshest dishes can be found at this restaurant. I love this quaint village. It was a new discovery for me. The buildings are constructed of sandstone. The Palladino whipping block stands in the center of the town square. The Montalegre Castle is a Portuguese national monument. Sexta-feira 13th, or Friday the 13th, is a celebration and a festival with lots of costumes, fireworks, and a parade with queimada drink. It's a fire drink. The origin of the drink goes back to ancient times when the Celts established villages and settled in the region of Galicia. The drink is only served during Friday the 13th. I hope you enjoyed our little visit to Montalegre and Barasco. Look forward to seeing you next week at another great destination. Remember, my world is your world. So get up, get out, and travel!